On this very desk where I am recording, I have a list of future videos I want to do. And on that list is Pokemon figure collections. It was one of my favorite things about collecting during the X and Y era. They released a ton of figure collections where they would feature a little tiny figure of whatever Pokemon was featured in that box. The 20th anniversary box had a little Mew and Mewtwo that's still one of my favorites they've ever done. Even for the 25th anniversary, we had an Arceus figure collection, and you can actually see it right there above my finger. But that was cool, but this is something that it rarely comes out anymore. I love figure collections. I like having a little representation to display in front of the promo card. But as they've been regularly doing lately, the Pokemon Company has kind of undercut that video before I could even start on it. And then they announced a new figure collection coming out. The Umbreon and Espeon figure collection. So this is going to sell like hotcakes. We don't know a price yet, but it could be $1,000 and people would probably still show up for it because it's got prismatic evolution packs in it. You've got a figure, you've got a pin, you've got a sleeve. So Pokemon has basically gone, what are all of the special collection boxes we've had that have been successful? Let's just shove it all together with two Pokemon that are at their peak of popularity. And I think that the figure looks good for what it is. This is a nice little display piece to put in between an Espeon and an Umbreon card that you have on display. The pin, not as imaginative or fun, but if you like these two Pokemon, then you probably will enjoy this pin. And then the sleeves are also cute. They're what you would expect from an official Pokemon Company release product. It matches a lot of what you see on the Pokemon Center. And this goes back to something that I've been repeating on this channel ever since Prismatic Evolutions was announced. This set is going to be like Crown Zenith. There are still Crown Zenith products, brand new Crown Zenith products, hitting shelves. Coming to GameStops and Costco's and wherever else. Prismatic Evolutions will be the same. That's the way this set has always been structured. From the get-go, we knew that it was going to be an extended release where we're going to be getting new products every couple of months until they don't want to print it anymore, until they run out of ideas, until people don't care about Umbreon anymore. And so this is just the latest in that long line, and hopefully this is, another nail in the scalping coffin to where they just release more and more and more of the product, and people that want it are going to be able to get it. That is the hope. We'll see. So it's going to be a popular product regardless, just by the way it's built. It's Umbreon and Espeon. You get packs, you get a figure, you get pins, you get sleeves. This is a product that it's going to look nice if you just display it sealed, and it's going to be really hard to fight the urge to open it when you know what could be in those packs and you want to get the figure out and display it. You maybe want to put the pin on your jacket. For me, what I'm secretly hoping is that this is the Pokemon Company's way of testing the waters for more figure collections. As I mentioned, figure collections were huge during X and Y. They sold a ton of product with those collections. Almost every new Mega that came out, they would have a jumbo version of the card, and you got a little figure in there that you could display with the jumbo card, with the playable version of it, and they were fun. Most of the popular Megas got a figure collection. They've done a pretty amazing job of reviving some of the black and white aesthetics in the TCG with black, bold, and white flare, with your fully black Zekrom, your fully white Reshiram, and now adding in a fully red Victini. They're taking what people remember most and treasured most about those sets and revitalizing them. And I am hoping that this is their way of gauging interest in doing more mega figure collections, because there were some megas that did not get collections that I would go all in on. Mega Heracross never got a little figure. Mega Pinsir didn't even get a card. So they got some love to show to Pinsir coming up. But also we have a whole slew of new megas we don't even know about that are probably gonna look amazing, that are gonna be fun to have as a little figure to pose in front of your card. This announcement has stoked a little fire under me and really got my imagination running as to where we could be headed in the rest of the year, into 2026, into the 30th anniversary. So I have a lot of excitement. I also have a lot of fear because the whole community has been holding its breath and hoping that we would soon start to normalize again. That Pokemon wouldn't be the most popular, highest dollar value thing that was sitting on a shelf, and just go back to the days where you could go get Pokemon cards whenever you wanted to open packs, whenever you wanted to see what you could hit, and just be a casual collector or a player. There have been more reprints. There's been more product release, more product announced. The Pokemon Company said, essentially, we're going to flood the market to the point that everyone is getting what they want. But prices are still high. Demand is still high. It's still hard to find product. We had hoped that Black Bolt White Flare might be the breaking point. We'll see. But I really hope that the start of the Mega Block is the same as the start of the Scarlet Violet Block was, where print run increases, the scalpability decreases, and packs are able to sit on shelves. You can go to an LGS and get an ETB for close to MSRP, but that's where the fear comes in, is that Pokemon is going hard right now. They're releasing really good products. They're increasing the internal value of their sets. Black Bolt and White Flare did not have to have 162 illustration rares in it, but the Pokemon Company went, you know what? Collectors love this kind of thing. They want to fill out a Unova Pokédex in their binder. Let's give them a normal Pokédex to fill out and an illustration rare Pokédex to fill out, which I'm all about. They got me. I'm going to do it. It may take a long time, depending on how long this wave lasts. Right after that, we're moving into Mega Block. And Mega Block has a bunch of hype. There are people absolutely frothing at the mouth right now for the Pokemon Center to put Mega Evolution ETBs on their website so that they can buy up to the limit. And the Mega Block is going to continue into the 30th anniversary, where the Pokemon Company's also just going to keep going hard. They want to make money, but they also want to meet demand and make fans happy. So they're going to be putting in the work to make amazing products from here until the end of next year. The hope was that this turned out to be a bubble, but I don't think it's a bubble. I really think that this hype is going to continue until the Pokemon Company eventually breaks down the secondary market. When they get to a point where they're just printing so much that people can go to any store, they can buy what they want, distribution is able to meet demands, and have product on hand, so they're not charging an arm and a leg to LGSs. I know this video was originally about this Espeon and Umbreon box, but it evokes the same types of emotions of light and dark, of sunlight and moonlight, in how I'm feeling right now as a collector, as a former player of the game that would like to return at some point, where there is this hope and excitement of, oh my god, look at these products, look at the collectability, they look so much fun. The fans are going to have a lot of fun going into the anniversary, but there's also this dark side, which is, well, that is if I can find the product anywhere. If I can find a day off of work where I can wait in front of a GameStop for 2 hours just for the chance to stand in line and get one of these things. And I know that I'm not alone in that. I hear that from a lot of the community. I'm sure I'm going to hear it down in the comments of this video. But please let me know what you're excited about, what your concerns are, and how you're feeling right now at this point in the Pokemon community. How long have you been in the Pokemon community? Are you relatively new and figuring this all out? Or are you, like me, just an old man yelling at clouds because he can't get a little plastic figure that he wants? Let's just focus on the excitement and hopeful half. I appreciate you all for watching. Be kind to one another. Create a community that you love and stick to it. I'll see you at the next video. Figure collections are back!